Most of us believe that simply filling their bowl every day and choosing a food advertised as complete and balanced means we are doing right by our dog. We do this with love, with genuine care. But there's a difficult truth. Sometimes it is this very familiar routine that causes silent daily damage to their body. Damage we don't even know about. Not because we are neglectful, not because we lack understanding, but because no one ever told us. The scary thing is that many dogs are eating things their digestive systems were never designed to handle. And every day, the dull coat, the changed breath, the mysterious itches, all these small signals that many owners just think are normal. Today you will learn of the mistake 98% of dog owners make when feeding their dogs, a mistake that many veterinarians have been trying to warn about for years. But this isn't to make you feel guilty. This is to help you see what everyone else overlooks, and most importantly, to help you protect the health, lifespan, and survival of the dog you love. If you truly want to understand what's happening in that bowl of food each day, please read on. What's coming next could completely change the way you nurture your little companion from today onward. Section 1. The illusion of good food. Perhaps the most dangerous thing about feeding dogs is not a toxic ingredient or a bad meal, but the illusion that we are doing it right. We see nice packaging, words that sound reassuring like premium, natural, balanced, and we believe that is nutrition. But the truth is, those promises are made to make us feel safe, not necessarily to make the body of our dog truly healthy. Inside many bags of food are things the dog's body was never built to handle. Meat meal that's been cooked many times until it has lost its value. Strong preservatives, artificial flavoring, and ingredients that don't really resemble food, but more like industrial products. We believe it's good, simply because we don't see the consequences immediately. But their body does. The liver must work harder. The kidneys must filter more toxins. The immune system must fight silent inflammation. And day by day, the coat loses its shine, the breath changes, they itch more, sleep more, all those small signals that most owners don't recognize. What's heartbreaking is that most of these problems don't appear loudly, so we still believe everything is fine, that the food is okay, that just filling the bowl every day is enough. But for the dog's body, it is a burden that accumulates. Have you ever looked at your dog eating and thought, this must be good for you? If the answer is yes, then you are not wrong. You simply lack the information, just like 98% of other owners. And here is where the harmless-looking mistake begins. Section 2. What the body tries to tell you. The scary thing about this mistake is the dog's body does speak up, but very quietly. The small changes many owners think of as normal are actually the first warnings. The coat losing its glow, the breath smelling different, heavier smelling stool, skin beginning to itch slightly, or them sleeping more but not deeply, all of these are signs that the body is trying to protect itself from what it has to eat each day. They cannot say, I feel uncomfortable, so they just send subtle signals that we can easily ignore, and then we blame the weather, age, the breed, without knowing that the cause lies right in that familiar bowl. The most painful thing is that many people only notice when the veterinarian says the words no one wants to hear. His liver, kidneys are under too much pressure. The body of our dog has always been signaling. We simply weren't taught to listen. Section 3. The hidden danger in human food. Many owners believe sharing their own food with their dog is an act of love. A leftover piece of grilled meat, leftover rice, a breadcrumb that fell, or even a little sauce they see the dog looking at with longing. Who wouldn't refuse those eyes? But the love offered through human food is exactly what the dog's body must resist all day. A small clove of garlic, something we use as a flavoring, can destroy the dog's red blood cells as if a blade cut deep into its circulatory system. A grape that seems harmless can be the enemy that causes acute kidney failure in hours. A small piece of chocolate can make their heart rhythm dangerously irregular. Even things we consider healthy, like avocado, persimmon, or cooked chicken bones, are real hazards. Cooked bones break into sharp fragments like glass that can cut stomach or intestines. Avocado contains compounds that can stress their heart even in small amounts. And most owners do not know that a few drops of sauce also contain amounts of salt and seasoning that make the dog's liver work for hours to filter. The dog's body is totally different from ours, but the heart is the same. It receives the food from your hand as a gift. They eat out of trust in you, not because their body can handle it. The pain isn't in what you feed them, it is in the fact that they eat it with absolute trust. Section 4. The carbohydrate trap. In a busy life, many owners unconsciously fall into the habit of adding starch for the dog, so they'll feel full longer, so it's cheaper, so at least the tummy is full. A spoon of rice, a few pieces of potato, a little leftover pasta. It seems harmless, but the body of the dog does not function like the body of a human. A dog's digestive system evolved from wolves, short, compact, extremely acidic, optimized for processing animal protein and fat, not starch. When more starch is poured in than the body can handle, the pancreas must secrete insulin continually and excessively. Blood sugar swings like a roller coaster. Fat cells accumulate. The body begins to be mildly inflamed everywhere. It all happens silently. No loud sound, no obvious symptoms. But each meal of some extra rice, each time just a little potato, is one more time the pancreas is forced to work more than it should. And when the pancreas gives out, it doesn't warn. It just collapses. Dogs with diabetes become tired quickly, drink lots of water, lose weight though eating more, develop cloudy eyes, immune system weakens. And the owner sadly asks, why did this disease come so fast? But the disease did not come fast. It came from each spoon of rice. Each just for fun. Each it's okay. Section 5. The silent burn. Salt, fat, and leftovers. Human food is attractive because it's designed to be savory, rich, lots of fat, lots of seasoning. But the things that make it delicious to us are exactly what cause the dog's body to be on alert. A little salt. With humans it's normal, but with dogs it's a load on the kidneys. A little fat. With humans it's flavor, but with dogs it's pressure on the liver. A little seasoning. With humans it's tasty, but with dogs it's chronic stomach inflammation. Many dogs eat table scraps every day and still wag their tail happily, but inside, their body is silently fighting pancreatitis, elevated liver enzymes, kidneys working harder day by day. They endure silently. Not because they don't hurt, but because the dog instinct is to hide weakness, until a day comes when they cannot hide anymore. Acute pancreatitis is one of the most painful conditions for a dog. Just one fatty meal can trigger an inflammation that makes them tremble, vomit, lie breathing hard, and if not treated promptly, can be fatal within 24 to 48 hours. It all begins with just one piece, but their body doesn't forget the one piece. Section 6. When the damage finally shows. A dog's body does not break in an instant. It cracks, bit by bit. At first just scratching an ear more, then itching the belly, licking a paw. Then breath smells bad despite brushing. Then stool changes. Sometimes too hard, sometimes too loose, sometimes very smelly. Then energy drops. They are not excited as before. Then they sleep more, but not restfully. We say, must be the weather, or he must be getting old, or that's just his breed, but their body is tired. The liver is filtering chemicals from processed food. The kidneys are working too hard because of salt and preservatives. The pancreas is fighting starch every day. The gut is constantly inflamed from flavorings, artificial colors. The immune system weakens because of poor nutrition. And then one day, the veterinarian hands you a test sheet and says things no one wants to hear. Kidney function is poor. Liver enzymes are high. Pancreatitis. Needs hospitalization. At that moment, the owner often cries not just because of the cost of treatment, but because they feel they didn't know, didn't see, inadvertently harmed the very creature that trusted them most. No one to blame, just regret. Section 7. How to fix it before it's too late. The good news is, you still have time. Better news, a dog's body recovers very quickly when it's fed right. You don't need complicated meals, you just need real meat, not meat meal, real vegetables, not artificial colors, natural fats, not cheap recycled oils, natural vitamins, not chemical additives. Here are some small steps to begin. Add real meat to the diet. Use a transition period of 5 to 7 days. Choose safe vegetables, pumpkin, carrots, green beans. Add good fats, salmon, coconut oil, sardines. Avoid salt, fish sauce, cooked bones. Read food labels. Choose the ones with the fewest ingredients you can understand. Observe the stool, coat, breath, energy. After a few days, you'll notice their eyes are brighter. After a few weeks, you'll notice their coat is shinier, stool more stable. After a few months, you'll feel like they're younger again, healthier, happier, living the lifespan they truly deserve. Every time you set down that bowl of food, you're not just feeding them, you're writing their future. You're deciding their health. You're choosing whether the years ahead will stretch out or shorten. They don't know how to distinguish good from bad. They just know to trust. They trust you absolutely and unconditionally. And because a dog's life is heartbreakingly short, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years if lucky, every year that passes is a chapter they write with tail wags, soft breaths next to you, faithful presence like warmth. You cannot reverse time, but you can change their future, starting with the next meal, the next decision. So tell me, what is your dog eating every day? I will help you adjust everything from A to Z so that it's truly perfect and safe for that little body you love.